I I'm reusing that again and repurposing all my videos. So it's been a crazy organization. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. I love YouTube, and I think a lot of people forget about YouTube over here, but I have been using something called vidIQ. I'm going to be training on that here this month. I'm hoping that we can get together, I guess you could say enough to where I have people I can train for this portion of Get Fearless Freedom. So I use it all the time. It's a really great, I guess you could say almost like a blueprint, right? And so everybody's always asking me, where do you get sales? Where do you get leads? Well, I'm really only going four places all the time. I started fiddling around with TikTok today. Did anyone notice I put up a couple videos and then I took them down? Anyway, I'm still one for YouTube. I still love YouTube and I have a lot of people on there. So I just wanted to, again, just kind of do a little training here before I start the presentation. I do give more, of course, more training and whatnot in the back office of GFF. And that's the beautiful part about Get Fearless Freedom is that you don't have to do the training. You don't have to do the telling or selling. We do all that for you. My name's Tammy, and I'm going to get started. We're going to record this as well. So here we go. Again, my name's Tammy Montgomery, the Fearless Mama. I'm here with my fearless crew. It is Monday, November 10th, and we're still in the middle of or I could say maybe the challenge, the 10K challenge. I don't know about you guys, but I love challenges and I love to, always challenge you tonight to change your economy. So whether you're coming here and you're full-time, Mary Beth has been full-time with us for a long, long time. Congratulations on your $2,000 sale with a laptop just recently over the weekend. That's awesome. I love hearing that. And she's always excited. It's almost like it's Christmas Day all over again every single time her and I talk. But I just wanted to tell people that, for 13 years, I've been full-time online. In fact, 38 years, I've been self-employed. And I love being self-employed. I'm the only one that dictates my time. I'm the only one that if I don't show up, then, I don't get paid. But the beautiful part about online income is you can create income all the time. Like if you have marketing out there, like a fishing line, you don't necessarily have to be attached to it. You don't necessarily have to be glued to your computer. You don't have to be glued to your phone, right? So a lot of times people think that that's the case, and that is absolutely not the case here. So this is just one part of Get Fearless Freedom. We have the 7-minute video, and if you haven't seen the 7-minute video, make sure you get back to the person that invited you here because it's really, really fun. We took time, we took a vacation to Las Vegas, and we recorded that video, and it's made a lot of people a lot of money. A lot. So since I've released it, it put about $1.5 million in my pocket ever since 2023. So I just want people to know that yes, this is a working system. I've had this since 2019, and I love it because this week we're actually going to be relaunching a new autoresponder for the back office. In fact, we have two right now. What is an autoresponder? I'm just going to even talk layman's terms, and I always give people updates before my son comes on to give the formal presentation. An autoresponder is something that can respond for you while you're sleeping. Even though I'm sending out the emails like I just sent out tonight to get people onto the Zoom, I email your leads. It's not an autoresponder where it's like immediate. No, it's me sitting down, logging into the back office. It's not like I load all these email responses for you. It's actually in real time. I actually send out an email. No one else does it. There's no other system on the planet that has an email portal like mine. And I'll share that. And Rob's going to go over literally in detail, just like your brand spanking new, which we have new people on here. We always have new guests on each and every Monday. I just want people to understand that if you've never seen this before, you can watch this replay. It's a real simple system. And I wanted to make sure that my programmer programmed it to where you could be up and running in about 15 minutes. And I'm not joking about that. You plug in your payment information in the back and boom, you have a one-click funnel, sales funnel to where you can start referring. Okay? That's how simple. But we have new colors coming. We have on the sales page, we have a new autoresponder, like I said. And like I said, we enhanced the 2000 level last September. And we've been shipping out these laptops very, very steadily. In fact, Rob is the one that does the setup one-on-one. And he's got Mary Beth's guy going to be getting his brand new laptop here this week. And it's just really fun to see people getting a physical laptop for a digital product. Okay? So that's why we're different, and that's why you're here tonight. So thank yourself for showing up. We're going to get started. Again, my name's Tammy. My son's name's Robert. He's been working with me full time for, probably about about 9 years, 8, 9 years. He was born into an entrepreneurial family. His dad is an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur, and he decided to come into our work with us in our footsteps. And let me tell you, I wouldn't be able to do this community and help as many people as we do without Rob. He does all of the stuff for people. I run the traffic. He does the back end support, and then we have a programmer. So it's a one-stop shop. It's a family business. So here's my son, Robert, and he's going to do the formal presentation. And again, thanks for coming. If you are a current GFF member, if you can just put that on your next to your name, which I think, yeah, I'll fix it all for everybody here. Everybody is welcome to do that, but I'll fix your name if you don't know how. All right, Rob, take it away.
All right, sweet. Let me see. You got the screen okay? Okay. I think you're seeing it. You seeing the screen okay, Mom? I'm just making sure.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, awesome, awesome. Yeah, let me get into it. We are one day away from Veterans Day. And this is a special day for a lot of people. Just memorize, in memory of past, present, active duty military. And just, of course, there's, Memorial Day, but I'm saying that in here with Veterans Day as well. It really hits home with the men and women that have served. My own dad has served in the U United States military, and my grandpa as well. And of course, there's many other family members that have been in my family that have, but I just could only pick up these pictures, tonight. So, very well. Happy Veterans Day to all of our amazing veterans. I am a big patriot. I love this country, and it is nothing else like it. So, thanks again, of course, to all the past, present, and future veterans. It really means a lot from us at Get Fearless Freedom and myself personally and my mother as well. So we have a show. We have a show here tonight. Whether you're watching live, replay, you're tuning in a little late, maybe. It's going to be a really good Zoom, really good show. And we go back and forth, Mom and I. We are a mother and son team, which is really something you just don't hear of nowadays. You hear maybe family-owned operations, but then you get in there. I was just in one today. And I go, wait a minute, Mom and I really actually do quite a good job at doing a mother and son business because the other mother and son business, wow, Mom, they were very, very unorganized. So I was like, okay, wow, we really get our members together. We really do a good job. So, there's obviously the flip side of that where it's like, oh, wait, you walk into a family-owned restaurant, it's like you feel like you're treated like a royal king or queen. So what I say with businesses is we always want to leave a legacy, right? Every business that you look at, you want to join, you want to be a part of, you have to ask yourself tonight, am I even leaving a legacy at all that I actually want to look back at from the heavens, right? I want to look down and say, wow, I did an incredible job at helping people. And a lot of times that is a self reflection, right? We look at ourselves, we often can look at others, but When we're in a business, we have to look at ourselves, right? So that's a hard question we ask ourselves even during troubled times, right? There's a lot going on in the world, but we're here tonight to keep the positivity in the world. We're here to keep the light, the love, the peace. And we're here to bring a business in front of you that really just showcases, I could always skip to the end. I could go to the end. I could go to the end and I could bring you to where you want to sign up tonight, and you will see all the incredible sales coming in and all the amazing people joining. But the thing is we said to ourselves, we are going to start still show them the goods. So as much as many people have joined and joined, and this is not even a fraction, this is stuff I just Command A on my Mac and Command V to paste it, and I pasted just some of the people that are enjoying our system, making money from our system. So I could always, again, like I said, go to the end, and you'll see why you stayed till the end. So this is really an exciting time to be alive. I actually said that on my social media posts. It was actually on Instagram the other day, and I had so many people reply to me, "No, it's not, Robert. No, it's not. My cat's doing this. My grandma's this in the hospital." It's all in the perspective of when you want to join a business, right? When do you feel that it's ready? Well, guess what? You'll never have that day that you are going to be perfectly ready. So that's why I say lock arms tonight with the person who invited you. The person who invited you has seen that light, that vision, and they're already amazing and successful at it. So we created a done for you profit system, which is so cool. This in the industry of this, a lot of people are always looking. Again, you're looking out on the news, you're seeing the cost and rising of goods and services. But what we said is we are actually tariff proof. We are tariff proof. We don't do that here. We do 100% profit system. So just like any business, and if you don't see one of these, you want to run, because people that promise stuff also are some of the ones that just it doesn't play out. So we like to get this across and just show you that, of course, it's always based on your background, your dedication, your desire, and your motivation. 2 years ago, I became a expert in health. I really, really love health, and mom as well. She's lost over 100 pounds because of the freedom of the system. And I said to my mom, I saw her and I said, Mom, I might actually want to do this health journey. That's what I said to my mom. You want to fix the audio, Mom? There's some background stuff going. Um, so I said that to my mom. I said, Mom, I think that would be great too. So 50 pounds less later, I am now feeling like $1 million. I feel so much better. And it really comes down because I had a seven-figure business in a box. It all comes down to that. And so you're on this Zoom because you are in a place where you don't want to be. You're here because you're eager to learn. You're learning what we have in case and show for you. So what we came down is we knew the basics and the core of selling anything. We knew that no one likes to sell. They want to be maybe sold to. They don't want to sell themselves, or they just want to get all the goodies and the riches and the gems in life and the treasures in life, but don't want to do no effort. And so we kind of figured that there's got to be a medium point. There's got to be a happy medium point. The genius crew at Get Fearless Freedom said, okay, well, let's actually come up with a simple callback number, and we will actually do that legwork for you. So you bring the people to us. You are able to simply advertise our system, and Mom and our callback team will actually close the sales for you. Now, I want to see the comments because I freaking love interaction with these Zooms live and replay, because we get people in. Some people, we've had people call into the 1-800. They say, hey, number 7, but by the way, I'd love to join. So we do get that too. It's kind of cool. But put a number 7 down is if you simply were to do and plug into our system and we actually called back your leads and we close those people Does that sound like a really awesome system in 2025? I like to see number sevens because to me, if someone were to do that legwork for me, personally, I love the comments. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. You're gonna learn. I love interactive. I love these. I've done literally hundreds and hundreds of these Zooms. I'm not a public professional speaker, but I do love this. And mom has really gotten me out of my shell. I used to be very introverted. Again, 50 pounds more. I didn't want to go out, didn't want to look. Mom knows that. Mom remembers me. I was very introverted. So that's why we created this company because we knew that we could actually take and simplify things in this space, right? So we created this system with this mother and son operated and owned business where we created this system because we knew online it sometimes gets a little like, what do I do? Right? Where do I go? What do I do? And they get very confused, right? So we knew that because of mom's really incredible ability to even take this business through COVID times, by the way, 2019 we launched this and we still thrived during COVID. This is where you want to tune your ears in because a lot of you guys are still reaming the effects from, people that are calling you maybe up, creditors. Hey, you didn't pay this bill in 2020 because you couldn't afford it. And, there's all types of things happening nowadays. So we live in a world where we knew that people need to make money, right? The problem with that is it's not going to be found here. It will not be found on the Indeed.com. It will not be found through delivering Uber Eats, DoorDash, you name it. It will not be found because that's still in the quadrant of being a employed person. You are not a business owner. You are still being employed. So we knew these guys built the greatest skyscrapers. I mean, this is in New York City right here, skyscraper being built back in the 1920s and 30s. But really, the end result was the owner, the person that owned this building, and everyone else was a grunt worker. So wouldn't you want type of number eight if we were your grunt workers? We were the people that actually amplified you and closed your own deals. And if that sounds good, that's what we do. See, this is maybe an aha moment for existing, new, or in between members. Maybe someone that's like, I'm in GFF new and I don't really necessarily understand. It's okay because you're on the Zooms, right? You're on here because we made it easier. Okay. And so that's what's really cool. We made it a lot easier than the typical system out there. So mom and I, we really, really live life to the fullest. The system has given us this ability. My mom is now a grandmother. I'm a first-time uncle. Our amazing new family member, Charlotte, she is such a joy. And the ability to travel, guys, this end of the year, we went through Nashville, we went through Graceland, traveled across the entire United States. We had this freedom. I got to visit family and cousins and my cousin-in-law there, the cop. I mean, he's a wonderful guy. Love just going up to Niagara Falls and this system at 31 years old. I have a fully paid off car, zero debt. I go to the gym, as you see. I go out to friends. I don't ever have to worry ever about thinking, hey, tomorrow I got to work. Hey, tomorrow. It's always friends revolving around I'm always revolving around their schedule. It's never the other way. I'm always free and open because of this business. So at 31, just some of you guys are maybe a little older. You don't look it, by the way, out in the audience, but can you imagine at 31 years old what you could have done at what this level, right? So I'm super grateful because of this business. And so when you have the time, the techie, and the traffic all covered and the training, and it's just simply a button, easy mode, right? We made it into that system. That's why it's a no-brainer, honestly. So close your sales. They have the DFU money system. We actually also can give you a laptop if you don't have one, which is super cool. You're going to learn about that to actually post ads, build, go into our system, be able to duplicate what we have. And it's super cool. White label, there's none of that. There's It's not where we're like, hey, we got this system, but we're the front tonight, and then there's stuff going on in the background. This is all server owned by us. We built this from the ground up. We have an incredible programmer. We built this where all the sales are closed by my mother. There's bonuses, there's different tweaks and different things we can do and work with you on how you want to get in tonight within Get Fearless Freedom. It works for any business. So yes, we actually have tools and software within this system to actually help you. There's a community, there's a culture. You never have to ship anything. A lot of people don't like that. They don't like tracking things and shipping things. And so the good news is we found it. It's the digital marketing revolution. And we are selling simply tools to people that actually need it out there, right? So this is not another system where, hey, I'm in some people go, hey, I'm on another webinar. I got some free time. I just got out of work and it's on a Monday, and I just got some free time to hop on. This is different because this system, we built it around what you have to do when you're online. So when you're online, you're not just another person out there trying to tell your wife or your husband or your significant other or girlfriend or boyfriend, etc., out there saying, hey, honey, I'm going to go get the gold. And we all know in modern age is, hey, I'm going to go make money. But the problem in the reality is we all have heard that. I mean, just date ourselves back to the golden age and the actual California gold rush. I'm sure you heard Mr. Joe say, hey, Sally, I'm going to go get some gold. And she goes, yeah, right. Like these men ever do anything anyway. Can we put a number 9 if you laughed at that? Let's get some action tonight. I mean, it's the truth. It's the total truth, guys, because that's what happens, right? Women, you know what I'm saying? Your hubbies, you're like, yeah, like he's gonna do that. And guess what? You're right. He doesn't. So, I'm just joking. I like to be funny. I do like to be funny. But really, what does that entail when it comes to online? What does that actually give you online? Well, it gives you the freedom with this system. It's different. It's totally different. Because when we have the ability to close your own sales, the people that are coming through into you, and they're seeing the system, they're seeing how the social media images, they're vibrant, they're eye-opening, they're eye-popping, right? And you're going to see examples of that and how we actually have that done for you set up with an easy comp plan. That's why you're here tonight, right? Kind of cool, right? Simple and easy like that. So what we did is a little different thing here. We knew that a lot of people get real excited around this moment, but then they get real deflated quickly after figuring out how do they want to get paid. And so we figured, hey, why not make this a peer-to-peer payment system, a confirm, click, and go system for everyone, where if you want to get paid in Zelle, if you want to, let's make, a $500 sale and you want to get paid in Zelle, then you absolutely can. Okay. And so it's really cool. You have the ability to how you want to get paid, you are able to get paid. And that's what you list in that actual system of ours. So you're just going to put in what you would like to get paid. And that's what mom and I do. We literally get to travel with dad and we get to go around and I'll be off in some state and they're like, hey, go have fun, good enjoy, go wherever, right? And that's what we do. We're very close family. And we actually have that I say this, a lot of people escape and try to run away from their family when they grow up. I am actually grasping and having a gratitude standpoint. Maybe you guys may agree with this, but you don't have your parents forever. We don't have our cousins and aunts and uncles forever. We don't have our cats and dogs and hamsters and gerbils around us forever. You don't have yourself forever. So why not be around the people that actually support you the most? Find that circle, and it's here tonight. It's here we Get Fearless Freedom. So just the amazing sales mom that we've done together. We work it as a self-serve business. When we want to make sales, okay, awesome. We want to take off, great, we can take off. But we made it into that, right? We made it into that one-click funnel setup where you will see once you put in how you want to get paid, you join in tonight with, whoever invited you, you're going to have that one-click funnel. Now that one-click funnel can always be on the left here, guys, focusing on the left. That can be plugged into the rest of the automation we have. But to get the boots on the ground and you're running, you're on that racetrack, you're now in that Porsche GT3, and you're whatever car, Lamborghini, Corvette you like. Now you're in the driver's seat and you can take it how you want. You want to go slow? Do you want to go fast? That is the link you're going to use, and you are going to be able to plug it in where you need to plug in. So, really cool. We made it simple. Mom is not techie. I personally am techie. That's me. I do all the setups for the entire company, and I have that built in with this. So it's really cool. We have leads to you. So leads are, very important, as you know. I mean, if you don't have someone walking through that coffee shop and no one buying and they're just looking around, oh, that's a nice coffee, and then they walk out, that's going to be obviously hurting the business. There's no business there. So we knew that leads matter. And we also are improving a lot of cool back end stuff and front end stuff too that we have said, but we're actually getting confirmations that our programmer said they're coming in very soon. So a lot of cool new changes, a lot of amazing stuff, but it's simplified because the problem in the industry is this: the capture pages, the front end page, that website people are seeing, they have a big problem out there. And so in this space, if it's brand new to you, in this space, people see this. This is what they see. They're like, oh, put email, put a name, and then it asks for your blood type and your hamster's first name and your cat's toenail mailed into this P.O. box. I mean, that's literally what it seems like nowadays, right? A ton of information, and then you get bombarded with phone calls. I like to joke, guys. That's me. That's my humor. I got it from my mom. That was a class clown when she graduated. She actually won that award graduating high school. So I try to throw in a little jokes, but that's kind of what.
I did.
Yeah, so cool. Um, but literally, this is the coolest thing what we did. Okay, we knew the industry needed this very thing. What I'm about to show you. But we created something this simple. Yep, that's right. We created something this simple where it's literally a capture page with an email and the person opts in. That's it. And they get to learn the system. So to me, right, to me, put 1.3, you guys all can figure that, find that 1.3. If really you could advertise with us and do this too. Put 1.3. I love that number. That's a good number, right? But really, that's why I love this because that's what I do alongside my mom is we are simply advertising a page, yes, this simple. So we have other examples of this, right? There's other capture pages, websites. If you don't be like, hey, what is really a capture page? It's really simply a website that shows the offer tease right in front of it, right? The tease of what the actual the in between the sandwich. What's inside the sandwich is ham, turkey, cheese, etc. It really is simplified. So we came down to 4 places that we personally found comfortable. And if you find comfortable more than others, then that's cool. But we had a simplified approach that said, okay, in marketing this system, because you're seeing how cool it is, right? Everything, it's a website. You break it down with the system we have. But how can we make it where it even shows you guys tonight where we go? So you got Meta, Instagram, Facebook, which is really one, but it connects in together. But then you have YouTube, you have Vimeo, you have all these different ones out there. You have classified websites, you have email marketing, you have click traffic. So you have all of that, but we actually give you the ads. So the difference is, and a lot of different companies are this way. I've seen it firsthand the other day, actually. Someone used an ad of someone that made it on a team of some team. I saw it on Facebook, and it was like, "Hey, you're not allowed to use my ad," and blah blah blah. No, we say, "Here you go. Now go market." It's that simple. So little different than, "Hey, don't use those images." you can go ahead and use it and mark it away with over 150 plus images emailed you tonight. So just like that when you join. So we have, excuse me one moment. We have four powerful levels, okay? I don't know how singers do it, guys. A lot of singers, when they're upstage and they're singing back-to-back songs, and then it's like, man, get that water down, right? Um, we have it all starting here, all right? The $200 level, here it goes. And this is really like your gateway ticket to freedom. You know, it starts here, and we have some really, really amazing things packed in going forward. So we have the Getting Fearless level. This is a $200 paid one time. And then, of course, you have our membership being a part of this beautiful, loving family for $1.56 per day. That's it. $1.56 per day with all the incredible benefits that you're about to see as well. So very cheap business to get off the ground. You can do that, and that's only 200. So the value alone, we said, Mom and I, because we did a lot of value scoping, we tried to see, okay, what are other people doing? What are other systems doing? And really, nothing comes and beats the fact that you can use this for any business. Other systems are actually costing you over 297 a month. Now, a lot of people look at this number and they say, 297, that's not bad. 300 bucks tonight. Wait until next month rolls. Now you're 600. Now you're 900. Now you're 1200. Now, you see what I'm saying? Now you're 1500, 1800. You really can go quick by not actually getting the proper training, number one, but you're also putting a lot of money out there with no community. So we have that. We knew that, right? We knew the community mattered. We knew the actual entire intention and the interest was there in funnels, but it wasn't packaged together correctly. It wasn't simplified the way we did it. And you'll see my mom does a really great back office overview. She's going to show that towards the end of how quick and simple it is to create these pages. But we actually even took it further from there. So we were meeting with a programmer in Las Vegas one day, and we said, what do we need to do to really make this like stand out? Like people really do like making 500 bucks. Like that's the sweet spot. It's a really good spot. Where is that? What would they want at the 500 level? And so really it came down to we understood the demand. We also understood what we could give out to the community. And we were like, okay, we're going to meet the two together. And we actually have software for you guys to automate your existing businesses out there. But also this right here. This is a Craigslist auto reply software. So if you put an ad up on Las Vegas, or you put up one in San Diego or Phoenix or Houston or Miami, Florida, you will actually get the ability, without you touching a thing, by the way, where they will reply to your ad. And that's where the automation comes in as well. So you could be out watching a basketball game, smoking, a nice stogie out by the cruise ship in Mexico. You could do whatever you want, okay? You could be at the F1 Formula racetrack in Las Vegas, right? And watching the race cars going around and make a sale because you have this automation. So really, it's really cool because with that automation also expands to other business owners, people that actually need you. They need Donna to present this. They need Chris to present this. They need Robert to present this type of software to them. So that's why we've been thriving, Mom and I, because we know the software is flexible to other businesses. So we're not just a opportunity, we're an opportunity times a million because you can actually sell it out to businesses in need, which is super cool. So that's why I love it. You have the side gig hustles that Dad and I actually came up with. We actually said instead of that stuff, you like go on YouTube and you type in side gig hustles, extra money. you actually have the ability to get in and see what we do, how we flip items, how we've gone to, the gold and silver pawn shop here in Las Vegas, be able to see and go to different places like this right here. We saw this today. This is a Ferrari for sale at one of the auction houses we went to. This was literally
Yeah, I
today.
didn't know you went there. Are you gonna get me that?
Yes, that's your like early birthday gift.
Christmas.
Christmas. Christmas. That's right. Christmas. I was thinking birthday on my mind.
But
Um,
it's got to be in purple, Robert.
Purple.
It's gotta be in purple. Yeah, she still says
Yikes.
that with that
Oh yeah.
Lamborghini. I can't even say the word. I want an actual Corvette, but Bob got the Harley first, so I'll let him have that. He deserves it.
Well, he does deserve it, but we were able to do something called leverage money, right? A lot of people they've never learned that in school. They never learned how to leverage money. So we actually sold this recently. We bought and flipped it through where we show you how to flip items. And we bought this and flipped it and we sold it. And that's what's really cool is you get to learn about that right at the $500 level. We had a lot of people mom before is where they said, "Oh, that's awesome at the $500 level." And then the person that asked that, by the way, we have an ability to track when someone logs in. And guess what? Remember that mom? No, they didn't even log in. So it's like you got to log in. You got to log in. It's right there. It's pretty awesome. It's right there. So we have new changes that mom has added within the $500 level. I believe they're live. Is that correct, mom? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I sent them to the programmer, but everybody has them that's active. I've sent it out to the membership, all the new traffic resources, the 3 leads a day. I'm getting 10 leads a day, 15 leads a day, however many leads you want a day to work. I mean, just the sky's the limit, whatever you want. I have it. I mean, I've been studying this for 13 years. I've been studying lead generation. So, I mean, if you don't have leads and you don't have people coming through your sales funnel, then you don't have a business. So, I mean, that's just point blank. That's what my mentor told me. So I just wanted people to understand that without traffic, when we were mortgage brokers, we used to have to advertise thousands of dollars in the back then the yellow pages. Who remembers yellow pages? So, I mean, we spent like 3 grand on one. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, this guy's coming in again. My God, it's time again to pay this guy. And then we used to have benches where people could sit down in our county, and then they'd sit down and it'd be Universal Funding Group, mortgage brokers, you know? And so advertising is just in my blood. I've been doing it forever and ever and ever. So
Mhm.
yeah, and I wanted to share once you get done with the 1,000, 2,000, I'll show everybody my live campaign that I just ran, and it took me 5 minutes literally to get 48 leads onto my list.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That's really cool, Mom. I love that. Yeah, I mean, with the 1,000 level, right? This is like ba da 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 da, one of them. The 1,000 level really like having the ability to be on a live mastery with the massive amount of value that we do at the 1,000 level. It's like awesome, right? I mean, you're paying at one time. You can upgrade at any level. So if you're at the 500, you can upgrade to this. You can upgrade it to 2,000. You're at the 200, $800 difference, etc. Right? You get that. You can upgrade at any level. But what we did is we broke it down very simplified, of course. You learned our middle name is simple. That's really what it comes down to. But we said, with the masterminds, mom's training, the ability to get on live with us, and the video blueprint marketing that my mom actually does cover on masterminds as well. We have the extensions that we have found and we've covered also on live masterminds and recorded. So you get the recorded as well with this level, but we actually teach how to grow channels, how to grow followings in video, how to do video marketing and stuff like that, even without a camera. It's kind of funny because like when I went through acting college and school, this lady, one of my best coaches, Amanda, told me, she says, It's kind of interesting when people say they don't want to get on camera. I said, yeah, why is that? She said, well, when you walk into a Walmart or Target, you're on camera. Oh my goodness, guys, that's a mic drop. That's a freaking mic drop. I was like, whoa, that's true. That's very true. I said, man, that's like mind blowing right there. And she's like, exactly. So why are you afraid? And I completely got rid of the camera fear. Just like Chris Farley, the Tommy boy there, literally said that. He looked at the camera one time and was like, gave it the middle finger. He says, I don't care. I'm going to do my great acting. So that really comes down to that's what we teach beyond your limits as well, because the video modules, the belief, the self-belief, so many people practice it and preach it, but they really don't live it, right? They don't actually like do it. So that's why we kind of like segued into then the $2,000 level, having the ability to get all the goodies now at the 2000 level as well, along with a lot of like what I teach, what mom teaches, the newer modern advancements of the social media algorithms, the chat GPT, the AI, the postcard, offline stuff, the Rolodex that we have done and created even at that level. So we added a lot of different stuff, but just think about it, $2,000 coming your way is definitely life changing. Like that's massively life changing when it comes your way. So all the stuff packed in, you can see it on our website, see it on where you got referred in tonight from the person that invited you. But we just have it all, right? It really is so cool. We have a little spider. I guess he's still sticking onto that postcard there. He's still hanging and lingering around from Halloween. I don't know what to do with him. But we have the top secret resources with our turkey friend here. He says, please don't make me a resource. I don't want to be 8. That's what he says, right? Right, Mom? So it's always so cool to work with my mom because, when she says she knows traffic and lead generation strategies, she knows it. She knows it because she took that and automated it with the system again. So cool. Mom's going to show you this and stick around because I'm going to talk about the bonuses next.
Do you want to do the bonuses first, or you want me to
I
show the
want you to
traffic first?
show
Okay.
your
I'm always excited to show all my leads coming in. Leads equals sales. And this is why I tell people my husband and I, we used to teach loan officers and we'd say all the time, hey, you know what? You got to go out there and you got to advertise. You got to get business coming into your pipeline. It's the same thing with any online opportunity. And the best part is I close your sales. So if you're not quite sure what to say or, answer a question, they can dial the 800 number. Make sure you memorize it. It's on your website, so you can always take a look if you don't know it by heart, but it's literally on your website. It's 800-995-0795, and they leave me a message, and then I call them back. So it's an actual 24/7 hotline, 800 number, and you can just direct them right to that. Now, if I had someone closing my sales, all I'd literally be doing is traffic. I wouldn't even be jumping on this Zoom. I would just be slamming traffic because you can push as much traffic as you want. You'll never break the system. So here it is. Let me make sure I have it up. I had some bonus clicks coming in. So I ran a 100 just so that it's simple for everybody to see. Okay, everybody see my screen right here? This is the page
Yes.
I'm using. Hold on a second. I'm going to actually go off of my YouTube because, um, one second. I forgot. I got to stop my screen share. I forget I have spies. If you're listening to my live on YouTube, you can jump on and I'll share it with you, ourfearlessmovement.com. I'll drop the link below, but make sure you jump on my live or you message me. Go to my website down below. And of course, if